I want them all. Oh, I want them all. I want you so much. Oh, I want that one. I want that one. And I want that one. Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, hi, how's it going? Today we're gonna go over the top 10. Finally, the top 10 dark monsters in Summoner's War. You guys voted for them on the website page, on the webby page site. And now we're going to go over the top 10 that you guys picked. Not me, because some of these I would have been like, what? Really? I don't know. Alright, so here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, that's what, adding and subtracting. Okay, number 10. Number 10, Jara. Oh, the dark chicken. Jara the dark chicken. Let's see what she does. Okay. First skill, same as the other chickens. She stuns with a mysterious energy. 18% chance. The chance goes up, of course, after you evolve her to, or after you skill her up to 48% chance. We have Dark Nova, explodes compressed energy to inflict damage. The more HP the targeted enemy currently has, the larger the damage becomes. Same thing as the Fire Chicken, Perna. And then we have the Fire Path, burns the enemy's soul in a fire path and inflicts continuous damage 3 ways for 2 turns. The enemy cannot be revived if the enemy is killed with this skill. Oh yeah! It's like Mara, but on crack. It's like the Dark Amazon, but on crack. Oh my god, great against revive teams. Leader skill increases the resistance of ally monsters in the dungeons by 55%. This is basically going to giants, not giants, to Dragon's Lair and saying, GG, Dragon's Lair, I got a Jara. You can't do shit to me. You cannot do shit. Those dots? Yeah, you're not doing them, buddy. You're not doing them. And then with this skill, and then the dots that, oh my god, don't even talk about it. Jara is like winning at Dragon's Lair 101. Oh my god. Jara, number 10. Number 9. Hold on. I gotta find her. Oh, spoilers. Nikki, the dark occult girl. I'm like, she looks like a child. That's so wrong. So, well, she's not though. She's not though, because she's a chibi anime girl. Okay. Help me, Teddy. Summons a Tiati Bear. Summons a Tiati Bear to attack the enemy. The attack has a 20% chance to forcibly put the enemy to sleep for 1 turn. Requires another turn if the enemy falls asleep. On Violet, this thing goes ridiculous. It goes like extra turn, violent proc into using the first skill, and then that resets the violent counter, and then, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. If you guys didn't see, it's in one of Nick the Greek's, Nick the Greek is another Summoner's War channel. Go check that out. He has a guild battle where she just attacks like 8 times in a row just because she keeps resetting her violent counter. It's ridiculous with this Help Me Teddy. Okay, then the Girl's Prayer. It was the water one, but it's the same skill. The Girl's Prayer removes all harmful effects on all allies and recovers their HP. It removes all harmful effects and recovers HP. The recovery amount is proportional to your attack power, and she's got a pretty high base attack too. Her base attack is not bad. And then we have Dark Guardian Angel attacks all enemies 5 times. Each attack has a 15% chance to disturb their HP recovery for 3 turns. Yeah, AoE, if you attack... Why are your shoes mismatched? What? So it's kind of like the Fire Beast Monk skill too. Disturb HP recovery for 3 turns. That's huge. That's huge. Then we have Leader Skill increases the crit rate of ally monsters with Dark Attribute by 38%. Unfortunately, this is only Dark Attribute, but it would be pretty strong if it was all monsters. It'd be like, oh, everyone's crit rate is now almost 100? Nice. Nice. Alright, who is next? Oh. Groggy. Old Groggy, the Dark Dragon. Dark Dragon. Dark Bolt shoots the Dark Arrow at the enemy. OP. OP. No, I'm just kidding. Not too much in the first skill. Dark Storm summons a storm of darkness to attack all enemies 4 times. Each attack has a 5% chance to stun the enemy, and it goes up after that too. So AoE stun on the second skill. And then we have the Decimate, attacks all enemies with darkness, guarantees a critical hit on enemies of all attributes except for dark. So he's an attack monster. You can basically just rune him, attack, crit damage, attack, and you're going to get a critical hit with that last skill. Crazy. And then the Leader skill increases the resistance of ally monsters by 41%. Again, with the dungeons, dragons is just No dots. No dots, no problem. Well, I mean, you can still get dots, but it's a little bit harder for the dragon to put those dots on. Alright, who's next? Who's next? Kraka say what? It's Kraka. Kraka say what? Kraka the Dark Hell Lady. Alright, what's so great about Kraka? We have Wound, attacks the enemy with a sharp blade, inflicts continuous damage for 2 turns with a 50% chance. Dots, first skill. Shatter, attacks all enemies 2 times with a sharp wind and weakens the defense for 2 turns with a 50% chance for each attack. So, she can do an AoE, defense break, and then attack again on top of the defense break, and attack with that broken defense. So, pretty dangerous. Pretty dangerous. And then we have Summon Perpetrator. An ally is revived with 30% HP and able to use all skills. Nice. Nice. Really nice for these, for your allies that have long cooldowns on the 3rd skill. Like really OP 3rd skills and long cooldowns. So that's pretty badass. And we have Leader skill, increases the defense of ally monsters in the arena by 44%. There's some good monsters you could pair her up with. Like, Copper. OP craziness. Increase the defense of Copper, and then Copper's attacks are based on defense. Yeah, that's scary. That's scary. But that is Kraka. She is number... What's she number? 10, 9, 8, 7. She's number 7. Okay. Number 7. Number 6. Number 6. Oh, I'm actually going all the way up here. Jultan. Jultan. Ah. Okay, Jultan. Merciless Claws, attacks the enemy with claws and disturbs the enemy's HP recovery for 1 turn. Surprise attack, dashes towards an enemy, inflicting damage 2 times. Each attack has a 30% chance to stun the target for 1 turn. The damage is proportionate to my max HP. I have a Jultan, he's 6-starred, and his skills are maxed. This does, I don't even have crit damage on 4, but this does, he's just HP, HP, HP. This does a lot of damage. A lot of damage with this skill. So, yeah, surprisingly more damage than I thought it did, because it scales based on his HP. So if I had crit damage on 4, it would just be, I would be scared. I would be scared. Contaminated Blood passive, this is why everyone loves him. Inflicts 12% of my max HP as damage when you're attacked with a critical hit, and weakens the defense for 1 turn with every attack. Nice. Weakens defense with every attack is nice. That's a good skill. And then this guy just wrecks Amon. This is the Amon counter, because Amon, the light bearman, will heal, and Amon will always go for Jultan. Amon will crit every time, and this inflicts 12% of my max HP as damage when you're attacked with a critical hit. So Amon just keeps, if Amon is on Violent and Amon procs, he will just keep, Jultan will just keep doing damage to Amon every time he's hit. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, it really is. So, yeah. And then we have the Leader skill, which is actually a pretty good Leader skill too. The attack speed of ally monsters is increased by 16% in guild battles. I use this monster a lot in guild battles myself for his Leader skill, plus if the enemy's running a Bella and an Amon, I will take Jultan and a revive monster, and I'll be like, oh, that's awesome. It's awesome. Just keep hitting, and yep, just keep hitting Jultan. Lovely. Lovely. And then he'll keep disturbing the HP recovery. So yeah. Jultan's not a bad dark monster. I do enjoy him, and I do use him. Okay, number... What do we... Oh, we're on number 5. Holy crap. Holy crap. Where... There we go. Liebelei, the Dark Joker. Alright. Lieblei's got the flying cards, just like Lucian, just like Jojo. Just like CN, which no one ever uses. We have Surprise Bomb, mounts a bomb on all enemies, which detonates after 2 turns. The skill receives 50% additional accuracy, so he's good in a bomb team. Then we have Shadow Revenge, passive, decreases the cooltime when you're attacked, and counterattacks to inflict damage proportionate to your attack power. Built-in counterattack. Gotta love that. And then also Leader skill, increases the accuracy of ally monsters in dungeons by 40%. 40%. I'm not too crazy about the accuracy Leader skill. As much as I am with other things. I think you guys have heard me talk about it before though, because not all monsters need accuracy. If you have a bomb team for dungeons, this would not be bad. This would actually be OP. You would need no accuracy whatsoever between the Surprise Bomb and the Leader skill. But he's not gonna, his Leader skill isn't gonna come into play that often for you. But that is Liebelei. That is number, What is he, number 5? Number 5. Number 4. Mananananananan. Okay, so this guy, let's check out his skills. The Dark Sea Emperor. Power Surge attacks an enemy, dealing damage and transferring a weakening effect on you to the enemy. Also good for dragons, transferring those dots every time he attacks to the enemy. Spear of Devastation attacks an enemy target 2 times, removing its beneficial effects and turning the skills on cooltime. He's really good against the against all the Chloe's teams in Arena. So, nice. Nice. Shut up there! Oh my god. Alright guys, so right now, what he is talking about, what him is talking about, is the Mananan's Spear of Devastation. That's actually non-AoE, but I'm saying it's an AoE up there, but it's non-AoE. I was told incorrectly by 2 different people. It's non-AoE, it's a single target attack. It does do pretty good damage, but it is not an AoE. But yeah, he is a good single target attacker based on his passive too. So I'm gonna get right back to whatever the hell he's talking about. Yeah. Deal 50% increased damage on enemies that are under harmful effects. Also, attacks will deal 50% increased damage on enemies that do not have any beneficial effects. So you're taking the beneficial effects off, and then you're putting harmful effects on with the first skill, and then dealing extra damage based on that. This skill is OP. Spear of Devastation is OP. And he's an crazy attack monster. Increase the critical rate of ally monsters, all colors, everywhere, by 24%. Crazy. So a lot of people have been saying, yeah, I do remember actually that this is actually an AoE skill. But people were saying that this Dark Sea Emperor is the strongest monster in the game based on this Spear of Devastation. So, and of course the passive makes it great too. But yeah, crazy amount of damage. Just crazy powerful to put everyone's skills on cooltime. Because you know how much everyone wants a Zeros. Well, there you go. What do we have next? Who is next? So I'm surprised he's not farther on the list, but yeah. We have Trinity, the Dark Valkyria. Ah, Trinity. First off, leader skill's crazy. Leader skill's crazy. One of the best leader skills in the game. Speed kills. Speed kills. Turn advantage kills. We have Sword of Promise attacks with the sword. Soul Reaper is automatically activated if the enemy dies. We have Soul Reaper attacks the enemy and recovers HP by 30% of the inflicted damage. Becomes invincible for 1 turn when the enemy is killed. So basically these are the same skills as Katarina, as the Wind one. The Wind Valkyria. And then Ragnarok. The final battle begins. Both allies and enemies lose 15% of their HP, and the enemies receive massive additional damage. Massive additional damage. This is why I bring Ramagas into these fights. Ragnarok Ramagas. Yeah. Yeah, I like to bring that against Trinity, or just try to kill Trinity as fast as possible. So that works too. That works too. But Trinity is crazy. Trinity's awesome. The only thing is she could do with a little bit stronger attack power. Because she is an attacker. She really shouldn't be an HP monster. She should be an attacker because she should be built for attack. Who's next? Oh, we only got 2 more. We only got 2 more. Who's going to be number 2? Who's going to be number 1? Because I think you guys already know what it is. Zeratu! Number 2, Zeratu. Oh my god. So Zeratu is probably the strongest single target damage dealer that there is. He's got to be. I'm trying to think who's stronger. Right, Zeratu. Pins down the enemy, inflicts continuous damage for 1 turn. Okay, continuous damage dot for 1 turn. Good for bosses. Unleash Fury gains increased attack power and immunity against harmful effects for 3 turns. Instantly recovers a turn when used. So this is a built-in immunity buff. This is an attack power buff, and this is a violent proc all in one. Then we have the Forbidden Power, which makes him really crazy strong. He is an attack monster, and he inflicts up to 2 extra attacks with 50% of the damage if you get a critical hit. Now, usually people rune him for Violent Blade and have a high crit rate on him. So, just because they want him, attack, crit, damage, attack, so they want him to do a ton of damage. So, a ton of damage, plus an attack power buff, plus 2 extra attacks at 50% each. is like, there's not much that he can't one-shot, to be honest. There's not, he's ridiculous. He is ridiculous. We have leader skill, increase the HP of ally monsters with dark contribute by 50%. Damn. If you guys are running a dark arena defense with Zeratu, that shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. That's when you want to put things like Jubel in there, or who else? Who else? Jultan, things like that. Well, you kind of need some heals too. You kind of need some heals with that team, so, and some immunity aside from him. So, what else would do good with for that team that I was just talking about with immunity? And it's Veramos. Veramos #1. You guys voted. Veramos won by actually not too much. It was 817 votes for Zeratu and 836 for Veramos. So pretty damn close. Pretty damn close. Only a couple votes. Only a couple votes. Veramos took the cake. Okay, so Veramos, we have Mega Smash, attacks with the magical power, continuous damage for 2 turns, 15% chance. Damage increases according to attack speed. We have Super Crush, AoE stun, damage proportionate to my max HP. My max HP. Unfortunately, it's only 9225 for the base HP, but hey, it was a fusion monster, and wow, they gave us a good fusion monster to be #1 on the dark list. Conversion of Magic, passive, removes a weakening effect except inability effects, which means freeze and stun, on all allies each turn and recovers 3% HP for each weakening effect removed. So he's harmful effect removal, he's not immunity. There's a difference. There's a difference. So there we go. That's the top 10. The top 10. Oh my god. Do I feel like there's some monsters that got... Of course there's monsters that got left out. Look at all these monsters. Do I feel like maybe some of the other ones were... Because, I mean, I've seen her wreck. I've seen... well, I haven't seen too many of these other Light and Darks. We're still doing our Light and Dark showcases. But I've seen some of these do a lot of damage. I've seen some of these be really, really cool, really beneficial. The Dark Mermaid is pretty cool. There's a lot of these. There's a lot of these good monsters. Okay, let's talk about some of the ones that were not that high on the list. We have Fermion the Dark Archangel. He's still a good monster. Raoul the Dark Beast Monk, which we did a thing on. Ragdoll wasn't even on the top 10. Let's see, what else do we have? We have some more Nat 5s. Jubel, the Dark Vagabond, people have been using, no, that's Trinity. Dark Vagabond, people have been using. I'm actually surprised to see that, where is he? That Jubel was not on here because he's been getting really popular lately. And it's based on his Wanderer passive. Decreases chances of receiving a critical hit by 50% and decreases the cooldown of your skill each time you're attacked. Which, it's just to provoke, but the Wanderer passive is, he does do a defense break. It's based on his max HP, just like the Darien is, and he is hard to crit on. He's hard to crit on. People have been using him a lot lately. Then who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Oh man, there's so many. There's so many. Oh, let's see. I guess we went over. Basalt is actually pretty good too. There's a lot of good monsters, a lot of good light and dark monsters, but of course it is the top 10. It is the top 10. The Dark Lich didn't get much love. Jamie didn't get much love. Over here, he removes beneficial effects, harmful effects. Sorry, harmful effects as well. Let's see. Mara was actually pretty close to the top. I think people have been talking about her a lot. But Basalt is a good monster too. I got wrecked by him. Inflicts damage to all enemies proportionate to my defense and decreases the attack gauge by 35%. We have this increases defense as well. So defense increase and then inflicts damage based on defense. So yeah. Yeah, and then the leader skill. Ridiculous. Basalt is a really good monster. So yeah. And then completely at the bottom of the list, is Wei Shin, the Dark Drunken Master. Wei Shin, where is he? Where is that bitch? Where is that? Oh, here he is. Wei Shin, the one that nobody loves. Nobody loves you, Wei Shin. You drunk, go home. Go home, Wei Shin, you're drunk. His third skill attacks the enemy with a sharp blow and increases the ally's critical rate for 2 turns. Really nothing too amazing about him. So yeah, that was the least voted for, is Wei Shin. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. What are your thoughts on what should have been here, what shouldn't have been here? I think that this guy probably, because we talked about his we talked about this being OP since it's an AoE attack. So we covered that. There's some other good monsters too, man. There's some other good monsters too. It's ridiculous. You can't just pick 10. You can't just pick 10. Okay. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. That is the top 10 dark monsters in Summoners War. You guys voted for them, not me. I think my list would have been a little bit different. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I will see you in the next motherfucking video.